there was a journalist that had been an American journalist that had been arrested by the FSB, which is the new version of the KGB. And it was a Wall Street Journal reporter who was arrested accused of spying. Now, the question is going to be whether or not that's considered an escalation or not. And it is, looking up some of this information. I mean, it's odd that, because it's very Soviet-esque, right? I mean, Vladimir Putin was KGB. Now you have FSB, which is the new KGB. We'll change the letters. Well, no one will know. We'll change the letters. It's not KGB anymore. It is FSB. And they'll think that, yeah, we don't. So you have it's true. It's exactly what they did. So this, there are more. I was reading a piece about the number of political prisoners now in Russia outnumbers the number of political prisoners that were in Russia before the Soviet Union fell. And this is the first time that I think an American has been detained since the start of the Cold War. So because there's another American, by the way, let me pull this up. This is from the Associated Press. This isn't the only American that's been detained. There previously, Nicholas Daniloff, he was taken hostage in 1986. That's the one. He was a correspondent with U.S. News and World Report. So I'm not. Are they going to? The question is going to be: are they going to do a trade-off? How are they going to do a kind of a prisoner trade? I mean, seriously, you traded that arms dealer for Brittany Griner, the WNBA player who knew that she was breaking the law and I don't care what you think of Russia's law. It's Russia. Do you think they care what you think of their law? If you're going to go over to a place where they will arrest you if for any offense just because you're an American, maybe don't give, if you have to go over there, maybe don't. So I don't know. I mean, it's whether or not they do any kind of trade. I don't know. But this guy's held in custody. He was 1,000 miles from Moscow. He's been reporting. You can go and see his bylines over at Wall Street Journal. So this Guardian has more on this as well. They took him. He was following a story. He was on the eastern side of the Ural Mountains, but they haven't divulged. The Wall Street Journal nor the Guardian. The Guardian piece didn't really get into exactly what he was covering, but he was running some sort of story down. And I mean, I don't know how they're gonna. How do you? That was like the number one guy that Russia wanted to trade for, Victor Bout. So who else did they got? Any other big Russians that they can? What else they got? I don't know. I think that I don't think they should trade anybody else. Honestly, if you were going to trade someone, I would have traded for the reporter over Brittany Griner. But if you were going to trade for someone, I think he needs to throw down conditions and that's it. Because they will make it to where every single person who is Western, they will come up with some sort of crime to detain them. In fact, to the point the State Department has issued a new travel warning. They said that U.S. citizens residing in or traveling in Russia should depart immediately. That's a new travel advisory from the State Department. I don't think that. I just don't think that. I think he'll probably trade somebody. I don't know. What do you think, Kane? Yeah. It's Biden. Actually, Biden's not going to be making these decisions. It's going to be the weak people around him. They really sold Democrats just a false bill of sale. I mean, did they not? Telling the reason Joe Biden's on the ticket with Barack Obama is he's so good at foreign policy. I mean, he's just so good. Because Barack Obama, barely a freshman senator coming out of Illinois, he defeated 7 of 9's husband. Oh man, that story is a soap opera. But he didn't have any foreign policy experience at all whatsoever. Joe Biden was supposed to offset that. So just wondering.